My name is Takeru Yamashita. I'm 35 years old. I work at a trading company that mainly handles elderly care items and equipment as a supervisor. I get on well with my colleagues, and I think that the team I supervise like me fairly well too. My boss and managers have a lot of trust in me, but there's just one guy at work that I can't seem to connect with. I don't get him at all. The man sitting at the desk next to me is my manager, Suzuki. He's 40 years old. He spends a lot of time glaring at his computer, but sometimes I catch him glancing over at my desk and kissing his teeth. He'll start shaking his leg like he's really impatient or annoyed about something, and even if I know that I'm not the reason why he's so irritated, it doesn't feel too comfortable working right next to someone who doesn't think about the effect his own actions have on the people around him. I always wonder how he managed to become section chief. I'm way better looking than this idiot. Why does he get all the attention? He's looking at his social media again. Great. Suzuki loves surfing on the internet and is always on social media. To be precise, he loves himself and loves uploading filtered photographs of himself to the net after editing them to make himself look 10 times more handsome. He's so addicted to the response he gets that he's even gone and taken pictures at the office during work. Unsurprisingly, it isn't just me that knows about Suzuki's accounts online. Everyone in the office knows his profile because he told everyone, even though we never asked. As a result, it looks like nobody's been looking at any of his posts, because nobody's interested. By the way, I followed him so that he wouldn't get pesky about it, but I've never checked his page or what he posts. To be honest, I just want to tell him to grow up and stop interrupting our work. If Suzuki was a little less unpleasant and a little more friendly, then maybe more of us would have been happy to follow him and enjoy his posts. He brought that on himself. Hey, Yamashita, can you give me a hand with this? Yes, sure. What can I help you with? I'm gonna drink some of this coffee, so I want you to take a picture of me. You've got to include the buildings in the background and hold it at an angle. You know, make it look nice. Yeah, the backlight on this isn't too bad. I look good. Right. Are you gonna use this for a presentation at work? Yeah, you could say that. It could lead to work. I've been getting a lot of mail from companies asking me to promote their stuff. Suzuki, do you mind if you do that after you've finished the stuff we've got to do here in the office? At this job here? Huh? What's your problem? This company allows second jobs, so what does it matter if I take pictures for my account? It doesn't say anything in our contract here about it being forbidden for us to do a second job while we're in the office. So tell me, what have I done wrong? Yeah, it isn't written in the contract because it's too goddamn obvious, idiot. And the company forbids second jobs that interfere with the work you do here, dumbass. You've stopped me from working and you're slacking off just to take a pretty picture of you drinking coffee. There was a lot I wanted to say to him, but I assumed that he would shut up and get back to work if I took the picture. So I took his phone in my hands and pressed the button. Is this enough? I don't know. It's not what I was thinking. Yamashita, you're not very good at taking pictures, are you? I'm not a cameraman, so I don't have to be good at taking photos. I'm a salesman. There are times when a salesman has to take pictures too, you know. I'm giving you a chance to improve. Retake the picture. I took another picture and showed Suzuki his phone. This is great. It's much better. Mainly thanks to how photogenic I am. But yeah, men really start to shine once they're in their 40s, huh? I'm in the prime of my life. I wanted to show that I'm a capable guy, you know? Women like an older man that they can rely on, right? I think this shows that pretty well. Reliable, my ass. Good to see you're hard at work, Suzuki. What are you up to? Oh, sir, we're just taking photos. I just thought that we could spice up the way we present our products to our clients, so I've been trying some stuff out. I'm always asking someone from advertising to take the pictures for me, but I needed to get a picture taken ASAP, so I thought I'd take some now. I'm glad you're putting so much thought into your presentations, Suzuki. That's great thinking outside the box. Yamashita Rita, you better take a leaf out of his book. This is how you get promoted. Yes, sir. Suzuki has a talent for keeping up his facade of being a brilliant employee towards the management. I know of countless occasions where he's taken the credit for a document that his subordinates prepared for him, and of occasions where he's used his power as section chief to use his subordinates and make them work double because he's not bothered to do things himself. I can understand delegating work to people who are more suitable for a certain job, but he spends all of his time at the office on his phone and doesn't do anything to help the progress of the work we have in our department. It's unreasonable that we should do anything on his behalf. Look at that! I've already got a comment on the photo I posted a few minutes ago. Someone said that I look really cool. I know that already. I wanna be just like you? Hey, you've got no chance of being like me. I'm way out of your reach, idiot. Ha! Suzuki was grinning as he looked through the comments of the latest post he had uploaded. I got a little curious and took a look at his profile. No way! 10,000 followers? Hey, does that mean you're not checking my posts? Well, I guess I can't blame you. Anyone would feel bad about themselves if they took a look at my profile. I'm too perfect. I wasn't even bothered to tell him that I had no interest in being up to date with his posts and just laughed his comment off. But I really was surprised that he had managed to gain a following of 10,000 people. It seems that he had become a sort of influencer online. But I could sort of understand why he had so many followers. All they knew of Suzuki was the cool, handsome-looking young man that appeared in his edited photographs. If that was all they saw of him, then I wasn't surprised that there were some people who actually thought that they wanted to be like him. I just couldn't fathom how nobody had realized the truth. He wasn't the charismatic sort of guy. All right, I'm done for today. I'm leaving. What? But it's not time yet. Where are you going? I've got some rounds to make, some clients to see. I'm going straight home after that. You got a problem with that? I mean, we've still got stuff to do for tomorrow's project meeting. You haven't finished your documents, have you? Oh, that project? I'm not participating in that anymore. It's to let you guys grow and learn to walk without me helping you all the time. Get me? I spoke to the department manager and had him remove me because I thought that would be better for the rest of you guys. See ya! Suzuki pulled out the mountain of documents relating to tomorrow's meeting and left them on my desk before heading out of the office. No way! Hang on! He hasn't finished summarizing any of the data he was in charge of. That night I had to stay behind for 3 hours in order to get as much done as possible before the next morning. There was still a pile of stuff left to do when I left, but I decided that I would concentrate better once I had dinner and a nap. Overall, I enjoy the work here and think that it's a comfortable work environment. The only problem is that Suzuki is a real cause of stress for me. I'm home.
Honey, you're back? You were really late today.
Daddy, you're back home!
Reika, what are you still doing up?
She said that she wasn't going to go to sleep until she got a hug from Daddy. So I had a letter.
Reika, thank you. My 5-year-old daughter Reika gave me a big hug, and I felt as though all the fatigue that had accumulated during the day had just flown away.
Dada! Dada!
Minato, I'm home! My wife Ayumi is holding our son Minato, who just recently turned 1 year old. He's even started walking these past few weeks, and we can't take our eyes off him for a single second. The truth is there's a meeting for the project I'm working on tomorrow, and Suzuki suddenly announced that he's stepped back from it today. I think that until the project's over, I'm gonna be pretty late home like I was tonight.
Oh, honey, why can't you just be frank with him and tell him to stop? I love that you're such a kind, gentle person, but I don't think that's worth it to sacrifice yourself for him and have to put in so much effort when he's being so difficult.
I get what you mean. I really do want to make things clear with him, but he's already got most of the management on his side. I don't want to make an enemy of him when I could risk my own job.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it like it's so easy. You're doing more than enough.
No, it's fine. I know that you're having a tough time taking care of both the kids on your own. I'm sorry I haven't been able to help out more. I'm sorry I haven't been able to play with you lately, Reika.
It's okay. I forgive you. I hope you do well on your project.
It's project, sweetie. After just a few minutes of talking with my family, I'd gotten a boost of motivation to get back to work and was ready to sit at my desk at home after a short nap. I worked until the morning to get my presentation ready. I'm finally done. I made it in time. I only had 2 hours until I had to be at the office. I knew that I wouldn't be able to wake up if I tried to take a nap, so I stayed awake and used the time to get ready for work and focus on today's meeting. When I finally arrived at the office, I noticed that a couple of the female employees were gathered and gossiping about something.
Don't you think he's really handsome? I only just found out about him yesterday because he was on TV, but I was really surprised I hadn't heard about him sooner. He's such a heartthrob.
I've been following him on social media for ages. I found him first.
You did not just say that. But I can't believe people can get so famous just by posting pictures of themselves online. He's really something.
Come to think of it, there was a guy like that on TV late last night. He said that he was a fashion influencer or something like that. It was 100 times better looking than Suzuki, and he had over 100,000 followers on his social media. I looked over at where Suzuki was sitting at the desk next to mine and could see that he wasn't happy at all. Seriously? He's getting jealous? Where does he get all that confidence from? Does he really think he can win against a guy like that? Good morning, Suzuki. Suzuki didn't respond to my greeting and continued staring at the phone in his hands. It still isn't time for us to clock in, so he's free to do whatever he likes, but I think it's polite to at least answer if someone calls out to you. Hey, there's gonna be a pretty important client at today's project meeting, right? Yeah, it's a pretty major company. Then I think I'll tag along. What? But I thought you said that you weren't going to participate. Yeah, but I thought about it, and I think that it's too big a load to let you deal with on your own. I think I'll stick around until the greetings and introductions are all over. I bet he's planning something. A few hours later, the project meeting began. We all introduced ourselves to the client, and when it came Suzuki's turn to hand him his business card, I saw that he had passed him 1 card extra. He's gone and given the client the business card for his social media? I didn't know if he had lost control because of his need to be approved and recognized by others, but he ended up going around handing out his business cards to employees in the client's company who probably didn't even know what we were doing there. And a few days later, when he saw that the number of his followers hadn't increased as much as he had wanted, he got more and more irritated with every day that passed. The more furious he got, the more he began to take that anger out on me and my colleagues. If I can finish off this big project without any problems, then it'll probably lead to a higher evaluation of my performance at this company. If I wanted to change jobs, then it would probably be best to do it after that. I decided that I wouldn't let Suzuki's attitude bother me and interfere with my work. I just had to focus on the task at hand. And then, after a long week of never-ending typing up documents and making calls, the weekend had finally come. How about we all go out to a theme park together?
Yay! Are we going to a theme park where there are a lot of Mr. Mouses?
I don't know if there are a lot, but it'll be nice if we can meet them, won't it?
Yeah!
Just as we were getting ready to go out, someone rang the doorbell over and over again.
Takeru, take a look at the monitor. Do you know who that is? He doesn't look like he's a delivery man.
I wonder if it's a door-to-door. What the? That's Suzuki from work.
What? Did something happen at the office?
No, I don't think so. And even if it was something urgent, they would have given me a call before coming here. I don't know what he wants.
Yeah, you're right.
I could already tell that he wasn't here with good news. His presence only gave me a bad feeling, but we couldn't go anywhere if he was standing outside the door waiting for us. I had no choice but to answer the door and ask him what he wanted. Yamashita, how long were you gonna make me wait out there? How can I help you, Suzuki? You could have just called me if there was something you needed to tell me. You didn't have to come all this way. I thought it would be faster if I just came to get you. Come on, let's go. Huh? Go where? We don't have any meetings with any clients today. We've got work to do. I got a call last minute, so hurry up and get ready. Last minute? But I didn't get any calls from anyone at the office. Yeah, because it was a last minute decision. That's why I'm here. Come on, sort out your priorities. There's nothing more important than getting your work done. You say that, but... With every word he spoke, Suzuki raised his voice until he was yelling at me, and I could hear Reika begin to cry from somewhere in the house. Like a chain reaction, Minato began to cry too. Will you shut those kids up? My ears are starting to hurt. Why would you say something like that?
Takeru, why don't you go to work? We can just go to the theme park tomorrow instead.
But...
There's nothing we can do if you've got some urgent work to deal with. And I don't think we can enjoy it if the kids are this upset. I've got to calm them down.
It looks like your wife's a lot smarter than you are, Yamashita. You better do as she says. All right, I'll go get changed into my suit. Can you give me a moment? I got changed and got into Suzuki's luxury car. I don't remember you having a car like this. It only just arrived yesterday. It's cool, right? It's perfect for a guy like me. Yeah. So where are we headed? I think the office is in the opposite direction. We're going to Moni Hotel. What? Moni Hotel? The 5-star Moni Hotel? Moni Hotel was a luxury hotel where even the most standard rooms cost well over $600, or so I'd heard on the grapevine. Apparently, they also rented out private rooms in the lounge for business meetings, but it was way too daunting for a simple guy like me. I could imagine CEOs meeting there, but not a supervisor like myself. Did the client say that they preferred the Moni Hotel? I mean, I can't imagine us booking a room in the lounge there. What are you talking about? Why would we have a business meeting on the weekend? This is for my private work. You're my cameraman, remember? This is why I've been training you to take better pictures. What? That's not what you said back at my house. Why should this be my priority? Of course it's your priority. It's not every day that a slot opens up at the Moni Hotel, you know. They had a cancellation last night, so of course I had to take my chances and make a reservation. You'll be my photographer for the day while I enjoy the ocean view pool on the rooftop. And this time I'm gonna get an explosion of follows. You called me out on the weekend for something that trivial? Did you just say trivial? Listen to me, Yamashita. If I talk to the department manager, I can get you demoted, even get you fired with just a click of my fingers. Are you sure you want to talk to me like that? Great, now my throat's dry. I'll park at a gas station, so go buy me a drink. What the hell? I'm not your slave. He hasn't even given me the money to buy his drink for him. If Suzuki speaks to the department manager, it's highly likely that the director will hear about what he says about me too. I hate to say it, but between myself and Suzuki is more popular with the higher-ups because of how good he is at kissing ass. If I didn't have a family to feed, then I could give up and resign anytime I wanted. But that's not the case. I couldn't just get up and go without my next workplace set in stone and risk being unemployed for a long period of time, and I didn't have any certification or skills to make me stand out as an employee. Most of me just wanted to end the time I was wasting with Suzuki and go back home to spend time with my family, but I told myself that I only had to bear with it for a day. If I got through today, I could have quality time with my wife and kids tomorrow. I was going back and forth in my mind when I suddenly got a phone call from my wife, Ayumi. Hello, Ayumi?
Takeru, you've got to come back home right away. Reika got hit by a car and she's being taken to the hospital. I'm going to follow the ambulance.
What? Where's she being taken? I took note of the hospital that Reika was being taken to and ended the phone call. I've gotta go home. It doesn't matter whether I lose my job or not. I've got to be with Reika. We've got enough money saved to go on for a few months, and I can start looking for a job as soon as Reika's recovered. I don't care if I have to work part-time. There's plenty of work that I can do. Right now, I've got to go and be with my family. She needs me. I spotted a taxi that was on break in the parking lot we'd stopped at and got into the back. I was going home to see my daughter. One glance at Suzuki and I saw how shocked he was to see that I was leaving, but I didn't care. I arrived at the hospital and found Ayumi and Minato waiting outside the operating theater. Minato didn't seem to understand what was going on and was smiling as he toddled around, but Ayumi's eyes were already red and swollen from crying. Where's Reika?
She's having surgery right now. She hurt her leg really bad, but she's conscious. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have.
Ayumi told me that after I had left, she and the kids had gone to play at the nearest park. And then, when she wasn't looking, Reika had chased a ball she had kicked into the road and into the path of an oncoming car. I should have known how difficult it is to take care of two young children who started walking, and yet I didn't think. I only did as Suzuki told me out of fear for my job. I'm sorry, Ayumi. I should have been with you all. I should have told Suzuki to leave and gone to the theme park, but it was too late to regret the decision I had made. We could only pray that Reika's surgery would finish soon and that she would be safe. A few days later...
Daddy, can you read me a story?
Yeah, sure. Reika's surgery finished without any problem, but the doctors told us that she would have to stay in hospital for at least 10 days. Since she was still young, she would need a guardian to watch over her, but I couldn't make Ayumi stay, and Minato wouldn't be able to stay with her anyway. So in order to make things easier for my wife, I decided to take some medical leave and paid holidays off so that I could be by Reika's side. I knew that it would cause a lot of trouble for my colleagues, but luckily enough, everyone, besides Suzuki, was kind enough to come by and bring toys and books for Reika to play with while she was in hospital. Hey! Suzuki, what are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here? You're the one that's been making trouble for me by going home before I tell you can and taking time off work. I came here to tell you to stop slacking off. Thanks to you, I've been working overtime this entire week and the department manager's been at my throat every single day. As he talked, I noticed that he looked pretty worn out and realized that he must have been having a hard time getting his work done efficiently because he had never done a proper day's worth of work since I first started working with him. And the department manager must have found it strange that Suzuki was incapable of completing a simple task when just one of his subordinates was taking time off of work. I wasn't surprised that he would start to suspect foul play. I stifled the urge to shout, "That's what you get," and laughed at him silently. I'm sorry, but what can I do? My daughter's in hospital. Yeah, whatever. I want you to finish this until the next presentation we have. Excuse me? I'm taking medical leave to take care of my daughter. Medical leave? She doesn't look sick at all. Just leave her here. Do you want me to tell the department manager that you've been lying about your daughter so that you can take time off work? How could I lie about this? I've had enough of you, Suzuki.
Pop!
Reika pressed the nurse call button, and one of the nurses on duty came flying into the room. Reika?
What's the matter? Is everything okay?
I'm sorry, my daughter pressed the button by accident. She didn't mean to call for you.
Oh, thank goodness. As long as everyone's okay here.
Yes, we're fine.
Miss Nurse, I don't like this mean old man. He's being really loud and he's shouting at my poor daddy.
Reika pointed at Suzuki and spoke with all her might. Reika! You little brat!
Brat? I'm sorry, but visiting time is about to finish. Do you mind leaving the room? You can't be here.
What the hell are you talking about? There's still plenty of time.
Visiting hours vary by patient and their condition.
You're lying. I've never heard of anything like that.
If you really want to be at this hospital, then how about I introduce you to the neurology department? Maybe they can help you. They'd be happy to see you.
The nurse didn't take no for an answer and ended up leading Suzuki out of the hospital room. Whew, finally.
Daddy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks, Reika. But I want you to listen to me very carefully. You can only use the nurse call button when you really need to, okay? It's very important.
Okay.
I picked up where I left off in the storybook and read her the rest of the story. We can finally go home today. Reika, I'm gonna go to the toilet before we leave, so just give me a minute, all right?
Okay.
Huh? Reika, what's the matter? Are you okay?
There's an old man.
I'm not old, you little... I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Suzuki was lying in my daughter's hospital bed, taking selfies from every possible angle. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm taking photos. I haven't been getting as much response from my followers lately, so I thought that I'd give them a bit of a shock by taking pictures from a hospital and make the atmosphere a little darker than usual. That should do the trick. What the hell are you talking about? Every patient in this hospital is a real person with real symptoms. They're all doing their best to get better. You don't have the right to waltz in here and pretend to be sick just to get attention. If you want pictures, go hire a studio. But that would cost a fortune and it won't be as realistic as being in an actual hospital. I'm usually wild and cool, aren't I? So I think that showing a little of my weak side would draw a lot more people in and, you know, make them love me more. Anyway, I'll see ya. Suzuki walked out of the room looking pleased with himself. Reika, were you okay?
Yeah, but I did my best not to press the button, Daddy. I waited for you to come back because you said not to. I knew you'd be back soon.
Reika, you kept your promise. You're a good girl. You did really well, honey. She was all on her own, so if anything, I wouldn't have been upset if she'd actually pressed the button. But I had to praise her for being so brave and thinking carefully before pushing it. She really did well to keep her promise. I hugged her close and was thankful that it hadn't been worse. The next day, I headed to the office for the first time in over a week. Hey, Yamashita, what the hell have you done? I'm sorry, Suzuki, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm being attacked for the picture I took at the hospital. The comments won't stop. Huh? Why is that? Your daughter's name was in the picture I took. I took a look at Suzuki's profile and found the latest photo that had been uploaded along with the caption, "I ended up in the hospital from working too hard." However, the problem was that the patient nameplate reading Reika Y was visible in the top right-hand corner of the photo. Not only that, Suzuki had failed to notice that the bedside table was also in the background and that there were toys and sweets clearly meant for children scattered on its surface. So, now everyone's aware that you were lying about being in the hospital and that you were using a child to take that photo. You got what you deserve. Plus, that hospital forbids photography and the uploading of photos taken to social media. No wonder your followers are so angry with you. It's only a matter of time before the hospital catches on too. He hadn't been clueless enough to type the name of the hospital, but he had taken pictures of the scenery outside the window, so somebody with a lot of time and patience on their hands would probably work out the location and spread that information in the comments section. There were already a lot of different reactions from a lot of people in the comments, which seemed to be heating up too. It didn't take long before Suzuki's photos were mentioned in an online article, and everyone was talking about the influencer that chased a little girl out of her hospital bed. I guess this is a suitable end for a man who couldn't keep his vanity under control. He deserves everything that comes his way after this. Hey, can't you explain that this is all just a misunderstanding? If I delete the post, then it'll look like I've got something to hide. I've kept it up, but the comments are getting out of hand. Why should I explain anything? Besides, all those comments are right. You're a liar, and you entered my daughter's hospital room when I wasn't around. Are you sure you want to make an enemy of me? I can make you lose your job.
You're the one that's going to lose his job.
Department manager? The department manager came storming out of his office with a terrifying expression on his face.
I've heard everything from Yamashita about how you made your way into the hospital and took pictures for your social media account. How childish can you be?
Well, I was just taking pictures, that's all.
That's all? What about the media frenzy that started online because of the photos you've uploaded? The office has been getting phone calls all morning with complaints about your behavior.
What? How come? The company has nothing to do with any of that.
You idiot! Do you really think that? Our clients don't. They've been asking us what kind of training we give our employees, and if we really make our employees work until they collapse and have to be hospitalized. And some of them have even announced that they want to cancel their contracts with us. Despite heavy editing, Suzuki had already been showing off his face online and had been giving out the business cards for his social media account alongside his work business cards to clients. That was probably what had dealt the final blow to the situation, and he had no way of making the excuse that it was just a look-alike. But wait! I'm not done yet. Our company produces equipment for elderly care, so naturally many of our customers are from the medical world. Do you understand how furious they are that you exploited a hospital room, a child's hospital room at that, for your own personal gain? They're disgusted.
What? Oh, yeah. I mean, it may look like a hospital room, but the bed I was sleeping in wasn't actually a hospital bed. It just looked like a hospital room, I swear.
Do you really think an excuse like that is gonna work after all of this?
Then where's the proof that I was in that hospital?
Proof? Sure thing. The truth is, my daughter actually used the phone I had left on the chair and took a video of you taking pictures of yourself.
What?
She's always using my phone to take home videos, so she must have remembered to do that when you weren't looking. And she's got your face on camera, too. I could probably upload that video to prove what he had done, but I'd probably get attacked for it, too. There's no way I'm uploading it to social media, even if I'm sure it would gain me a significant number of followers and likes.
Then how is she any different from me? She was doing the exact same thing.
Do you really want to say that you're on the same level as a 5-year-old? I think you really should consider seeing a neurologist if you think that's okay. Either way, the fact is we've lost a number of contracts as a result of your actions, Suzuki. The company is going to take a massive blow from this. Do you understand what that means?
What? But I just...
What's the problem? You said that you've been contacted by companies to promote their products, haven't you? At least you'll have some work to keep a roof over your head. Good for you, Suzuki. I'm glad that everything's gonna work out for you. It's a good thing you were doing all that social media on the side.
Wait, but those promotional jobs were canceled. They've even asked me to pay forfeit for going against their contract clauses. I really can't lose this job. I don't have anything else to fall back on. I need the bonus that's coming up.
Do you really think that we're gonna pay you a bonus after everything you've done? If anything, you owe us damages. After all the money we've lost, I can't promise your future at this company. We're going to talk with the director after this. And you're coming with me.
No!
After all the effort he had put into creating an image of himself on the internet, his vanity and his desperate need to be recognized had swallowed him up.
and Suzuki had fallen far from grace. A few days later, Suzuki was out of a job, and because he had plastered his own face all over social media, I doubted that he would have an easy time finding a new job. It seems he'd been spending a few weeks shut up inside and being chased down by reporters who wanted a comment from him every time he stepped out of the house. But he was soon kicked out of his apartment when he ran out of money to pay the rent and was given no choice but to move far away. I caught sight of an article that mentioned that he had moved to a small town in the mountains where Wi-Fi couldn't reach him. As for me, I was able to resuscitate the project that had been on the verge of being cut short while I'd been on leave. There had been a lot of difficulty thanks to Suzuki's sloppiness and the chaos he'd stirred up, but I was praised for my performance and my ability to overcome the obstacles that had been placed in front of me. Because of the absence of a section chief, it was decided that I would be the one to replace Suzuki, and was promoted soon after he had left. Rather than go to ridiculous ends to gain attention, I definitely prefer recognition that comes in shapes like this. Reika, we can finally go to the theme park today. I'm sorry I made you wait.
Really? What about your pre-show act?
It's already finished, so we can play as much as you want today.
Really? We can play all day long?
Yeah, of course we can. Let's have fun. We're even going to stay at a big, nice hotel called Moni Hotel. I've gotten a lot busier since becoming section chief, but I hope that I can treasure the time I have with my family and watch my kids grow.
Congratulations on your wedding!
Thank you.
You must be a lucky girl to be able to marry Tatsuya-kun. I hope you two find your happiness together.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be congratulated by you, Chizuru. Now we just need to find someone for you too.
Yeah, I'm going to find someone that's even better than Tatsuya.
My name is Kanae Matoba. I met Tatsuya in college and we got married 2 years after we graduated. He was an heir to a very big company and the CEO's son. He always had amazing grades, and using his incredible wit and talent, he was able to quickly gain the attention of all the executives. He's in line to become one himself. On top of that, he's got a great personality too, so he's liked by many all around. I can't believe that amazing and incredible person is going to get married to me. It's like I'm dreaming or something. He is still gaining experience in the company, but he's going to be the next CEO. So a lot of my friends are jealous of me, as I am in line to be the CEO's wife. But even so, I'm not particularly interested in that sort of thing. If anything, I'm not sure I can play that kind of huge role in supporting Tatsuya. However, his parents are incredibly kind and treat me very well. They're very wealthy, so I wasn't sure how they treat me, a regular peasant, but I had no reason to worry. As soon as we got married, we were blessed with a child, and I am now a stay-at-home housewife.
I'm gonna go out with some clients today, so I'm going to be late going home. You can go to sleep before me.
I see. Sounds like you're working hard on building relationships, huh? Just be careful and don't drink too much.
Yeah, got it. Alright, see you later.
And stay safe. Tatsuya has been coming home late recently or going out for drinks often. He used to come home early when we were newly married, but that completely stopped.
Is Daddy going to be late today too?
Yeah, let's take a shower together, huh?
Daddy's a liar. He said that he'd play with me, but he won't play with me at all.
Daddy is busy with work. You just have to wait a little while longer, sweetie. Our son, Taku, wants to play with Tatsuya, but he hasn't been able to do that at all. If anything, he's never home before Taku goes to bed. I understand that he's busy with work, but is he really that busy? He's always out with clients or coworkers or something on the weekends too. I wish he would take a little better care of his family too. And then one day, I got a call from my best friend Shizuru.
It's been a minute. How are things?
What do you mean, how are things? Did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing. I just haven't seen you in a while, so I'm wondering how you're doing.
I'm pretty darn busy with raising the kid and all. You must be busy with work, huh?
Yeah, I'm not like you. I can't just find some rich man to save me, you know. I've got to work hard.
I take it you haven't met anyone nice recently?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. Can I meet you later sometime and talk to you?
Yeah, sure. I wanted to see you too, so let's go grab a bite to eat or something sometime.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
And so I made plans to go eat dinner with Shizuru. I made plans to see Chizuru sometime soon.
Huh? It's been a minute since you've seen her, right?
Yeah, I think the last time I saw her was like last year. She texted me today and said that she wanted to catch up with me and talk about something.
I see. Have fun with that. I'll take off that day to look after Taku.
Are you okay? I thought you were too busy to be able to take off work since you've been so busy.
I mean, I've been doing nothing but work, you know. If I don't take off, then I'm going to collapse. Also, I wasn't able to ever actually play with Taku either.
He's been asking to play with you so much recently. He always seemed so upset.
I guess it kinda hurt him, huh? I'll take off that day, so don't worry. You just go have fun without a care in the world either, huh?
Thank you. But if you can take off like that, can you please take off more often? I sometimes forget what a weekend even means.
Sorry. I'm just really busy recently, you know? I have to work hard right now. I have a lot of expectations to live up to, so I can't just sit here and say no.
I know. Just make sure to take off sometime. I'm worried about you physically, too.
I know. Thank you.
Tatsuya seemed pretty normal, so maybe he really was just busy with work. I was a little suspicious of him, to be honest with you, but it seems like he really has a lot on his plate, and he looks exhausted when he comes to. I guess I was just thinking too much. A few days later, I went out to eat with Shizuru.
It's been so long. I'm so glad to see that you look like you're doing well, Kanye.
You look great too. I heard you were busy with work, so I thought you'd be a lot more tired, but you look great.
Oh, come on. I'm not that fragile. Anyway, I've got a nice restaurant to eat at. Let's go talk there, huh?
Yeah. Shizuru worked at a publication company and is very sensitive to the flow of fashion. Not only that, but she also knew about all the trending stories as well. She's very, fashionable. She looks very well clothed today as well. I'm really not good with that sort of thing though, so she's always helping me out. I was always really thankful for that. How are you feeling recently?
Oh, you know, just the usual. But how are you and Tatsuya? You guys getting along well? It's already your 5th year of marriage, right?
Yeah, Tatsuya seems like he's really busy recently, so...
I mean, I guess it kind of comes with being the next CEO in line, huh?
I mean, yeah, but I keep telling him that he needs to take off more often. I'm so worried about his health, you know?
It's Tatsuya. I'm sure he's probably taking a break somewhere, you know? You're probably a little too worried.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure he's probably hanging out somewhere or something because he wants to take a break, you know? Just having fun.
What the hell? If he wants to take a break and hang out, I want him to come back home because Taco's been begging to play with him too.
Oh, I mean, I'm saying that he's probably just taking a quick break, you know? Don't be so angry. I'm sorry for putting it that way.
Oh, sorry. I know you don't mean anything by it.
It's fine. Anyway, it must be nice to have someone. You're able to actually get angry like that, you know?
You don't have a boyfriend right now?
I mean, there is someone, but...
Huh? There is someone? Is it someone from work?
No, it's not that. I mean, I'll just introduce you to him another day.
Yeah, I'll be waiting. We finished up that day without much else, but then Shizuru started texting me almost every day.
Hey, Kanye, how are things recently, huh?
How are things? We just met like a second ago. What's going on?
I just feel like I really want to talk to you recently, you know?
I'm happy that you feel that way, but did something happen?
No, nothing happened.
Okay then.
But it must be so nice being the wife of a CEO, huh?
I don't think it's all sunshine and rainbows. There's a lot of struggles involved too.
But you don't have to worry about money. Everything else just kind of becomes a non-issue, don't you think?
You want to get married to someone who's rich too?
Of course I do. If you're going to get married, you might as well get married to someone who's rich. You don't even have to go to work.
What? Is work not going too well recently?
I mean, no, it's not like that, but, you know, I just kind of hope that one day in the future, I'll be able to be a stay-at-home wife and live a rich life, you know?
It's not that easy being a stay-at-home wife, though.
What? I want to be a stay-at-home wife and have a bunch of expensive things purchased for me.
Yeah, you've always liked that kind of thing. How are things with your boyfriend now? Is he rich?
You know it. My boyfriend is now super rich. He actually just bought me a brand new bag the other day.
That's nice. Shizuru texts me like this every single day, but she only ever says the same thing to me. She's only ever talking about Tatsuya and I or her boyfriend. She must be happy right now, so she probably just wants to talk about it to someone. And maybe she's trying to compare herself to others. But why does she keep bothering me about this? Tatsuya started acting funny all around the same time too. I was a little worried on the inside and I couldn't shake this terrible feeling.
Sorry, I like someone. And that girl was pregnant now.
So you're going with her?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Honestly, I have no more love for you, Kanae. I don't feel like I want to stay with you going forward.
Okay.
I'll pay for damages and child support. Don't worry about it.
You're going to throw away Taco as well, huh?
Sorry.
Okay. I knew that he was just lying about his work being busy. I mean, I had known about it, but... About a month after I noticed something was off about Tatsuya's attitude, he's been staying out more often too. I looked at his credit card statement and it's always some kind of hotel with some brand name purchases here and there. The fact that he's spending that much money on his mistress must mean he's pretty serious about her too, so part of me was preparing myself. I gathered the evidence I needed and was going to talk to him about it at the right time. But then he came out and told me first, so I filed the divorce and went back home to my parents' house with Taco.
Hey, Mom, is Dad not coming back anymore?
I'm sorry, Taco. I don't think you'll see Dad anymore. It's just going to be Mom, but is that okay?
It's okay. I don't want a lying dad anyway. I think that as long as you're here with me,
I'll be okay. Thank you. I'm going to protect you no matter what, Taku. The next day, I got a call from Shizuru.
Hey, Kanae, I heard you got a divorce.
Well, that was fast. I don't even think I told you yet.
I heard directly from Tatsuya-kun yesterday. Sorry, I totally stole Tatsuya away from you.
So you were the mistress that he was having an affair with?
You're not surprised, huh?
I mean, you were acting a little strange this whole time recently, so it all makes sense now.
I see. So, you had kinda caught on?
But you really are something else. Calling me like this after stealing your best friend's husband? I didn't realize that you were the kind of person who lacked common sense like that.
Best friend? I have never considered you my best friend.
Huh?
The only reason that I was with you was because it was easier for me to catch guys. You're kind of popular with men, so you were easy to use, you know? But I was so pissed off when you ended up marrying Tatsuya. I was after him the whole time.
You thought of me like that the whole time?
Of course! You never suspect anyone of anything, so you were so easy to use. I even went to Tatsuya-kun about this, and he said I'd help him out with you. Oh my god, I've never seen someone jump ship so fast. Too easy.
You two are the worst.
You can say what you want, but you're going to come to the wedding, right? You told me that you come to the wedding no matter what happens.
That's right, I did say that.
What is it? Are you all upset now? Just because I took your super elite husband and you're all poor now, doesn't mean that you're allowed to be mad.
I'm not that mad, actually. I could tell that I had less love for Tatsuya recently anyway.
Look at you, trying to act tough. I'm now the CEO's wife, and all of the inheritance is all mine. I mean, you can have the damages, I guess.
He's not the next in line to be the CEO, you know.
Huh?
Tatsuya was cut off by his parents, so he's just a jobless idiot now.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't get it.
I called his parents yesterday after submitted the divorce papers. His parents are very strict people. I told them that Tatsuya was having an affair, and they were outraged.
Huh? That's all it takes for them to cut ties?
I told you, they're very, very strict people. They hate things that aren't on the straight and narrow, like cheating or having an affair.
But that's all it takes to get fired for him?
You didn't know? There are actually a lot of companies that aren't willing to keep an adulterer hired, you know. If someone can't keep a promise between their wife or husband, then how could you expect them to keep the promise with work, you know? Sounds logical to me.
But
no buts, it's all just fact.
But
and they really, really liked me too. Every weekend we went over to his parents' house to visit them, and they really took great care of Taku too. They spent all kinds of money on him. Tatsuya betrayed all of us.
Why do they like you so much?
Who knows, I was just talking to them like I do anyone else.
I don't believe it. That's all a lie, right? You're just lying to trick me, right?
If you think that I'm lying to you, how about you just go ask Tatsuya about it then?
He didn't say anything about that yesterday when he told me about your divorce.
You realize how he's just a giant clump of a pride, right? You really think that someone like that is going to tell you about how he was fired and then his parents cut ties with him? You couldn't tell that he was acting a little stranger than usual yesterday?
Well,
you know, people might think that he's a decent guy by just talking to him from time to time, but he's actually insanely prideful. I think you could tell if you just spent time together.
I mean,
that's probably why he didn't say anything to you. Well, it's probably why he never will say anything to you. I'm sure he'll probably say something like he just resigned his position because he didn't like the way his company worked. So he plans to just start his own business or something like that.
I see. No, I shouldn't just be agreeing right now.
How about you just ask Tatsuya? His parents cut ties with him, so he's got no status or inheritance at all.
I'm sure he's probably just going to say the same thing.
Right. I'm sure he's probably busy right now, so he'll probably won't even answer. I bet you he's at his parents' house right now apologizing and begging for forgiveness. He was apologizing like crazy when he had cut his ties with him yesterday, too.
Is that going to work for him?
I don't know. Who knows? I personally think it's all going to be for nothing.
But what about my dreams of being the wife of a CEO? I'm not going to be filthy rich?
Probably not.
But I don't want him then. I don't need him anymore. You can have him back.
I don't know what you want me to say. I've already got a divorce and I definitely don't want him back. He's a cheater. And you can say you don't want him, but you're going to pay for damages.
Huh?
Of course you are. You stole my husband from me.
I didn't steal per se.
You have his kid, right? You're pregnant?
No! The kid thing was just a lie.
Ha, it was a lie. But you still had an affair, so it's all the same thing. I'm going to talk to a lawyer, and they'll tell you how much you need to pay later. After I said that, Shizuru suddenly hung up the phone on me. A second ago, she was saying she'd be willing to let me have the damages payment. But I guess she was just lying? I guess she was just a giant clump of lies from the get-go. I'm sure she's probably calling Tatsuya right now, or she's trying to run away because she doesn't want to pay damages. But you have another thing coming if you think you're going to get away from me. I'm going to make sure that the two that stole my happiness from me will pay for their mistakes. I immediately talked to my ex-in-laws about Shizuru and had them make sure they knew where she was. Turns out she was trying to go overseas, as expected.
I was just tricked by Tatsuya-kun. I didn't do anything wrong.
Is what she was saying, but who's actually going to believe that?
You're the one that seduced me. What are you talking about?
No, you're the one that came on to me.
Started arguing, so I couldn't even figure out what to say to them. Then my ex-father-in-law, who was watching the whole thing, said,
Shut up! You two need to mind your manners in someone's house. Disgusting. You're going to argue. Go argue somewhere else.
I could tell that my ex-father-in-law's blood was boiling. His face was a bright red, and he was about to start blowing gaskets soon. Tatsuya used to tell me back in the day that his dad was the last person that he wanted to make angry. But I think I kind of understand what he meant now. He looks like he's about to punch Tatsuya right now.
Dad? I was just tricked. I still love Kanae and only Kanae.
Excuse you? You have no right to say that. I heard from Kanye-san that you clearly told her you've got no more love for her.
That's just because I wanted to figure out what Kanae was thinking.
That is the worst excuse that I've possibly heard anyone say. I can't believe that you'd come up with such a horrible, rotten, no-brain excuse.
Yeah, I agree. If you really loved me, then you wouldn't lie about being at work while fooling around. You'd come back home and actually hang out with Taku like you promised.
Oh my, you broke promises with Taku-chan as well?
That's not...
Yes, you did. You promised you'd take a bath with him and that you'd read him a story until he fell asleep, and that you'd go to sleep with him. All of these have been broken. Do you realize how sad and disappointed Taku has been?
That's...
Someone who says he loves a person would never cheat on that person either. You really are all talk, aren't you?
I'm seriously done with you. I don't want to see your face anymore. Get out of this house.
Don't you ever reach out to either of us again. A man that cheats like that is not family to me.
But what about the company? If I'm not around, then the company... Who's going to be the CEO? There are plenty of other good employees other than you. I never said anything about keeping this company a family-owned company either.
That's right. The only reason that the previous CEOs have been family is because each generation has worked hard to keep it that way. You just flew a little too close to the sun.
I told you before that if you wanted to become a CEO, then you needed to work hard and make sure you were actually fit to be a CEO. But...
Hey, Chizuru, why are you trying to use this commotion to just get out of here, huh?
You caught me?
Of course we're going to catch you.
We're best friends, so you wouldn't do anything mean to me, right?
Huh? Am I crazy or am I correct when I recall you saying that you never thought of me as your best friend?
That's,
Thank you for giving me the much-needed wake-up call. You did something horrible to me and mine, so I'm going to sue you like I said. Be ready for it. That's what I was going to do, but Tatsuya wanted to be the CEO, so he came crawling back to me to do things over.
Please, I'm begging you. Let's do this over. This time, I swear to you that I will never stray away again. I'll never cheat again, I swear.
You really think that I can believe someone who has cheated on me once? I don't have any kind of love for you anymore. Don't ever come back to see us again, do you understand me?
Don't be like that.
You just want to be the CEO. Be honest with me. You think that if I forgive you, then your parents will forgive you too, right? Am I wrong? You are such a shallow man. If I were to forgive you, I don't think that your parents would follow suit, just so you know. You didn't even say anything about Taku either. I want you to stay the hell away from me. I made sure he understood that I wanted nothing to do with him. He continued to pester me, so I had my lawyers make sure that he couldn't come near me anymore. If he wants to be the CEO so badly, then how about he just start his own company, huh? He's not an idiot, and he was able to actually accomplish things at work too. Of course, I told this to his parents too. Afterwards, he had almost no money left over after paying damages and child support because he spent so much money on his affair with my ex-best friend. He really wasn't expecting to be chased out of the family, apparently. He begged me and said that he wanted me to take it in payment, so his parents told him that if he doesn't pay, he's going to be in a world of pain. We ended up seeing if he actually would pay. He ended up using his brain and actually finding a small IT company. He learned some things there before becoming independent and making decent money again. I knew for a fact that he would screw something up again, so I told him that if he's got the money now, then I want everything up front right now.
I've got more than enough money right now, so it doesn't bother me at all. If anything, maybe it was good that I quit the company. Better not try to come begging me for more money from now on.
Don't worry about money at all, so don't worry. After we got a divorce, I had your father hire me at your old company.
What? You were just a stay-at-home housewife. What the hell do you think you can do?
Well, maybe you didn't know, but I was able to study and get a variety of certifications while I was a stay-at-home housewife. I'm actually a candidate for one of the executive positions right now. I might not be that far off from that CEO position you've been vying for this whole time.
Ha! You becoming the CEO? Yeah. Everything is going to fail and the company will die. I'm so excited to see the day that the company tilts and goes unders. Huh? Yes? What? We're sorry, but we've cut ties with that prick. We're not going to be visiting him. Excuse us.
What is it?
Apparently, my ex-stupid son was stabbed and sent to the hospital.
Huh?
I'm sure it'll make the news. But apparently the person that he had an affair with before stabbed him and she was struggling for damages payments. But he was doing great, so she was upset. She said things like she was going to tell everyone about all the horrible things, and they got into an argument, which led to the stabbing.
Is he going to live?
He might have some kind of lasting damage, is what they told me. He works with PCs mostly, right? It might be difficult for him to do anything if he's got lasting damage.
I see.
We can leave the rest up to the police. We cut ties with him. Well, it's got nothing to do with us anymore.
That's right. Getting married to him might be the only regret that I have, but I was blessed with a lovely son and wonderful in-laws. I look forward to working with you, sir.
Of course. And us with you.
The story between Shizuru and Tatsuya made the news. It was the main thing on the news for a while. They came over to our company to interview us from time to time, but his father completely turned them all away, so that was handled quietly. You really can't do anything wrong without it coming right back to bite you in the butt. I'm going to make sure I remember that when I live life and continue to be a good human.
Understood. Then, excuse me as well.
Hey, Toshiya, what's going on?
I said that I'm gonna be leaving the wedding as well.
What's going on, Toshiya? Do you feel sick or something?
Nah, it's got nothing to do with that.
Then why? I don't understand what you're saying.
Alright, this month's income is $2,500. And then payments and all, that puts me at about $1,900 total. I need to work harder. My name is Ryosuke Kinoshita. I'm 25 years old. After graduating college, I found a job at an IT company and I've worked there for 2 years. My recent hobby is to look at art. It's basically a routine now for me to go to exhibitions. I had a girlfriend when I was in college, but I don't anymore. It sounds like I'm just a regular 24-year-old you'd find anywhere else, right? Well, there is one thing that makes me stick out. That's because I'm so tired with work. I'm gonna go home and check out what's trending.
You're Yuna-san's younger brother, right?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Right. How's Yuna-san doing recently anyway?
I mean, I don't live with my older sister or anything. I don't know what you want me to say.
Oh, come on. It's your older sister. You gotta know something about her.
Oh no, I really don't know anything.
You are something else hiding secrets like that.
Freaking interviewers again. Did something happen with Sis recently? I'm home.
Oh, welcome home, dear.
Hey mom, her reporter's out front again.
Again? Were they here earlier today, too?
No way. Did Sis do something again recently?
Well, actually,
Huh? It's not drugs or something, is it?
not at all. She's going to be getting married, apparently.
Wow. Really?
I don't know how, but apparently that information got leaked. And the reporters are all over it.
My older sister is Yuna Kinoshita. She's a very popular model and celebrity. She's got over 700k followers on social media. She's also on variety TV shows and is very popular among teens and young adults in their 20s. That very same sister is dating professional baseball player Toshiya Suzuki-san. Apparently they met at a matchmaking party and have been dating for 3 years or so now. I don't know how much my older sister makes in a year, but I know for a fact she makes bank. I'm sure her boyfriend Toshiya-san probably has her beat though. My sister's boyfriend, Toshiya Kotani-san, is 28 years old this year. He's a very famous professional baseball player who makes approximately $5 million a year. I always liked baseball when I was young, so I had seen Toshiya-san on TV often. That Toshiya-san is going out with my sister, so pretty hard to believe, huh? On top of that, Toshiya-san and my sister are apparently getting married, so yeah. You can assume how happy I was.
Oh, yeah. He's apparently going to be coming by our house tomorrow.
Huh? No way!
So, yeah. I was hoping that you could pick up the two of them and bring them over.
Huh? Why not just ask her manager or something to do that for them?
Toshiya-san apparently has a game tomorrow. If he catches a ride from the stadium, everyone is going to be following him. So it's going to be a pain in the butt.
The hell. Whatever. Fine.
Okay, thank you. Also, here.
My mom handed me some baseball tickets. Huh? Really?
These are apparently presents from Toshiya-san. You're going to be sitting next to your older sister, so yeah.
Okay. It's pretty annoying having a celebrity in the family, but you never know when you get lucky like this. Tomorrow was a holiday, so I was off work. I headed to the stadium to pick the two of them up in the car. Oh, hey sis.
Ryosuke, oh my god. Can you please dress up a little bit more?
Why? Does it really matter?
You're technically the super famous model Yuna-sama's younger brother. You realize how that makes me look when that younger brother is dressed in homeless garb?
You care about how I'll make you look?
Of course I do. I'm a celebrity that's going to be marrying a professional baseball player.
Yeah. Are you sure you should even be marrying a professional baseball player? I hear it's a pain in the butt to manage their diet and balance their nutrition and stuff.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Afterwards, the game began. Toshiya-san got 3 hits out of the 4 times he was at bat. It was a good day for him.
Toshiya-san!
Sis, be a little quieter. You realize that everyone is looking at us?
What?
I should have just stayed home and watched the game from the TV. After the game, I finally ended up meeting Toshiya-san.
Oh yeah, I heard from Mom that you were going to be driving us to their house, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you don't crash or anything, got it? Do you realize what kind of value Toshiya-san and I have?
What a pain in the neck. It was a long time since I had met my older sister, but she was still looking down on me like she normally did. I mean, I'm just a regular employee. My older sister is a super famous model that's going to be getting married to a professional baseball player real soon. She was clearly looking down on me. It had been so long since I'd seen her, so I wanted to say congratulations on her marriage. But after seeing her behavior, I didn't want to congratulate anything. A little while later...
Toshiya-san! Great job today.
Yuna!
This is Toshiya-san. I mean, I had always called him Kotani when he was on TV, but he's huge and talk about intimidating. Definitely a professional baseball player.
And is this your manager?
No, he's my younger brother.
Nice to meet you, sir. I'm her younger brother, Ryosuke.
Yusuke-kun, nice to meet you.
He put his hand out to me. Huh? Oh, okay. His hands were tough. I can't believe that I could shake hands with the Kotani. It's like I'm dreaming right now.
My younger brother is going to be driving us back to my parents' house today, so...
I see. Thank you.
Toshiya-san wasn't just known for his plays, but for how good of a person he was. Thanks to that, he was a superstar, but he's very easy to get along with and talk to.
What is this car?
What do you mean? It's just a small car.
You mocking us? You should have at least chosen a Benz. Come on.
Hey, calm down. Does it really matter what we drive? This kind of car is going to help us blend in more anyway.
Oh, I guess that's true.
And you realize that only the reason I drove here was because the manager said that he couldn't? You have no right to be sitting here screeching in my ears.
What the hell is your problem, smartass?
My sister was constantly snapping. A polar opposite to Toshiya-san, who was as calm as a gentle breeze. And I honestly wanted to make her learn a thing or two from him. What part of my older sister did he even like anyway? We managed to make it back to my parents' house in one piece when Toshiya-san and my mom started making small talk.
I'm so sorry for showing up at such a late hour.
Please, don't worry about it. I know you're in the middle of your season, but you made the time to come visit. It's an honor.
My mom raised my older sister and I all on her own because my father passed away shortly after I was born. We were absolutely not the richest of families. But my older sister still wanted to be someone in the entertainment biz, so she found a modeling agency to be a part of in middle school. Now, she's a huge hit, and has even given my mom a house as a present. She's very thankful of her and kind to my mom, but she's very cold to me. My guess is, like I said earlier, because she's a supermodel, while I'm just a regular employee at a regular company. Also, she might be upset that her younger brother is living in the house that she gave her mom.
We'll be heading out now.
Mom, I'll send you the wedding invitations as soon as we get the dates settled. Sure thing, dear. You two be careful going home. Hey, Ryosuke, we're going to be staying at a hotel tonight, so drive us there.
Just call a cab.
What if the cab driver ends up having some kind of connection with the entertainment business, huh? It's going to be a problem.
Calm down there. Don't worry about it. Ryosuke-kun, we'd really appreciate it if you could help.
Okay then, I'll drive the two of you.
Alright. Thank you, Ryosuke-kun. I appreciate the help.
Good night. Damn it. Not a single thank you after I send you off? I know it's probably not much coming from someone like me, but you should probably be a little bit more humble to succeed in the entertainment business, huh? Not that it's got anything to do with me. 1 month later, I got a text from my mom while I was working as usual. Huh? From Mom.
I just got the wedding invitation from your older sister.
Huh? Where's it going to be?
It's going to be at the Empire Resort Hotel.
Wow. They've got a really big-time venue for their wedding, huh?
So anyway, did you get a wedding invitation in your office?
I haven't.
I see.
Is that a problem?
Well, I've only found a wedding invitation to me. I haven't been able to find yours, so I thought that maybe she sent it to you.
No, I haven't got anything.
Maybe you're going to get your invitation later.
I don't know. I'm sure you'll get it eventually. I'm busy, so I'll talk to you once I get back home. I wonder why Mom was the only one that got the wedding invitation. I'm sure I'll get mine eventually, so this has to be some kind of mistake. That's what I thought at the time. 1 month later, it was the day of the wedding. I took PTO so that I could come to this wedding. It was my older sister's wedding, so it's pretty normal. I never actually got my wedding invitations, but I'm sure it's not a problem. After arriving at the venue, wow, it was big. My sister was a model until she is a professional baseball player. I'm sure there were probably a lot of big names coming as well. But I couldn't find my seat. I talked to the wedding staff and they said that my seat was prepared. It was at that moment.
Are you Ryosuke-kun?
Yes?
You don't have a seat here.
Huh? What do you mean Ryosuke-kun doesn't have a seat?
What do you mean? Should I stand around and watch the whole thing?
No, it means that you don't have a right to actually attend this wedding.
I don't have the right to attend the wedding?
You don't understand, do you? Our boy Toshiya is a professional baseball player, and your sister is a model. What are you, some kind of employee?
Is that a problem?
You don't understand? You're clearly out of place.
That's just being prejudiced.
Yeah, it is. Ryosuke-kun is my important brother-in-law. This is horrible mistreatment.
It is what it is, though. All right. Bye-bye, Ryosuke.
Wait, hang on, sis. What the hell are you recording?
Oh, I'm actually streaming the whole thing on social media right now. It's hilarious watching you get chased out of the wedding venue, right?
Stop that. You realize that I'm just a civilian, right?
That's exactly why it's okay. You shouldn't care if anyone records you.
That's not true.
Come on, get. Shoot.
Okay, fine. I'll leave then. Couldn't think of anything to do, so I decided to just go home when...
Okay, then I will be excusing myself as well.
Hey, Toshiya, what do you mean you're going to be excusing yourself?
Well, I mean that I'm going to be leaving the wedding. That's what I mean.
What's going on, Toshiya? Do you feel sick or...
Nope, not really.
Then why? I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm not speaking in tongues. I mean what I said.
If you're not here, I can't have the wedding. Start making sense already.
You know, this whole thing has just been upsetting for me.
Upsetting? What is? I haven't done anything.
You keep trying to shoo away Ryosuke-kun or talk about how he's not good enough. I heard everything. That was incredibly upsetting to me.
You don't have to be that angry. Why are you even mad? It's got nothing to do with you. It's gotta be better for you to not get along with this lame brother.
What did you say? I'm over it. I was only back because some of the reporters were around, so that I wouldn't make a scene, but I can't anymore. Ryosuke-kun is my important brother-in-law.
Shia-san, I didn't realize he thought of me like that. I was happy to know that this top-level baseball player respected me so much.
Fine. Let's just prepare a seat for Ryosuke-kun, okay?
That should be enough, right?
What? It's all too late, you idiots. I'm over it. I'm going home.
Oh, wait! Hang on!
Ryosuke-kun, I actually drove here. Wanna go for a drive with me?
Huh? Yes, please. That's how I ended up going out on a drive with Toshiya-san. Whoa! His car in the parking lot was a bright red supercar. I was completely blown away by its presence. He's definitely a professional baseball player.
Huh? Was this your first time riding in my car, Ryosuke-kun?
Yes, sir.
You know, I think I'm actually going to call off this whole engagement.
Huh? You're going to quit?
I just left the wedding venue after calling out my fiance and my parents. It's not like I can go back and do it over.
True.
I really despise people who are like that and look down on others. There are plenty of people like that in the baseball world too. People who look down on batting pitchers and trainers.
I see.
It's always those players that are kind of meh at what they do too. Oh, and I was actually considering calling the whole thing off from the get-go anyway.
Huh? Really?
I mean, of course. I wanted to get married at first. You know how a lot of baseball players get married young? A lot of the older guys on the team told me that I should get married and have my own family to be responsible for. Then, the reporters caught wind of a relationship and Yuna was totally on board of getting married. And everyone around me was too. I kinda just got a gauge without thinking about it.
Huh. Sounds like it's pretty tough being famous.
So yeah, I think I'm going to go out of state.
Out of state? Are you saying...
Well, the contract with my team is about to be done. So I have a few offers from some teams. Oh, and don't tell anyone about this.
Of course.
But yeah, how about you come with me, huh? I think that's going to be crazy circus now because of our wedding being called off.
I mean, I was thinking about living alone already, but crossing state lines? I don't know. I don't really want to leave my mom all worried.
I'm so sorry to your mother. I really don't understand how Yuna could come from someone as kind as your mother.
I just drove through the night with Toshiya-san. If this guy was really my brother-in-law, it would have been so nice. Not that it's going to happen. The next day, news of this wedding being called off was all over the papers and TV. On top of that, my older sister was streaming the whole thing, so she was in flames from the content being so horrible. She ended up having to stop all modeling for the foreseeable future. On top of that, my mom was apologizing profusely for what happened.
I'm so sorry, Ryosuke. I'm going to tell Yuna what's what the next time I see her, okay?
You don't need to apologize, Mom. I'm sure they probably just pressured everything to make sure Mom couldn't speak up. I don't have any kind of anger towards my mom. By the way, as for Toshiya-san's parents, the whole thing was streamed, so his parents are being made a fool of on the internet. His parents were furious, so they started a court case, but... talk about a pain in the butt. They were mocking me the whole time, too, so it's not like they don't deserve it. By the way, I took Toshiya-san's advice to live in some apartments near my workplace. A month later, Toshiya-san was announced to be moving baseball teams. Right around then, my older sister was out in town even though she was taking a hiatus and caused problems at a restaurant. She continued to cause problems, so she was even fired from her talent agency, so she was unable to be a model anymore. People took photos of her when she walked in the city, so she became afraid of people. Now, she's at home as a shut-in, according to my mom. However, Mom was pretty furious at what she had done, so she forced my sister to come by my new house to apologize.
I'm so sorry, Ryosuke. I'm sorry for everything. This whole thing has really caused me to self-reflect, and I feel horrible for everything.
It's fine. I just hope you really learn to be humble after all of this.
I don't think I'll be able to be a model anymore. I'm just going to keep being an influencer from now on. You're still talking about being an influencer?
After all of these problems, you're still going to try to make it in the entertainment world?
That's all I've got! I'm going to use my beauty to win everything back.
Do whatever you want. Afterwards, she tried to become an influencer, but no matter what she did, she was in flames. And everyone hated it, so she was even more depressed than before. My mom was constantly mumbling, "Where did I go wrong?" and texting me, "I don't know how she's going to restart her life, but I just hope she doesn't cause problems to my mom." But that house is a gift from my sister. Just a clear proof of her hard work there. I just wish she realized that hard work counts, but as for me...
Ryosuke! I was living alone, man.
Things are going great, sir. How's life in another state?
Oh, I missed the barbecue back home. The pain in the butt to just get the right sauce.
Huh? You don't have people to just cook you your food?
I don't have that much of a track record yet, so I can't just do what I want like that. But I hope that one day I can just hire someone to handle my stuff for me. Oh yeah, how about you start working to be a nutritionist, huh? I'll be waiting for your staff interview.
Come on, that's insane. It's gonna take me like 4 years at minimum to get the certification.
Well, how about cooking staff then? I just missed someone from back home. Think about it, alright?
Yeah. I'm still texting the Toshiya Kotani from time to time. Toshiya-san was an only child and always wanted a younger brother. So he was so happy to learn that he would have had a brother-in-law when he was still planning to get married to my older sister. That's why he still texts me from time to time, but... I mean... I don't know about the certifications, but I can at least learn how to cook a balanced meal, I guess. That's how I started learning how to cook as a sort of hobby, and would do my best to cook Toshiya-san some incredible meals when he came home. 2 years later, I moved out of state as well, and I'm supporting him as an assistant and chef, but... yeah, let's not tell my sister that.